And good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, and that was Gregg as them on their side of the room. We had the wrong button pushed again.
That'd be all right.
We get today started. We do hope it's going well for you. We want to remind you, fog. It is extremely thick this morning, no matter where you are. In the south of town, the further you get, the worse it's going to be. Matter of fact, let's just show you. Over in the edge of Alabama, they've even got, as we pull up radar here, we even got a fog advisory in effect here from York all the way over to Montgomery, Alabama. Be careful as we back out here. All these yellow spots are where the fog is extremely thick. But we do have some light fog in the area. Keep it in mind with wherever you're going, what you're doing today, to calculate just a little bit more time to schedule in for your travels.
Gregg said it took him just a little longer to get here than normal.
Sir, it's bad foggy.
It does. Pull that mic up a little bit closer there.
Intersection up there at King Road, I mean, you could hardly see the end of your hood. Y'all please be mindful of school buses stopping and starting this morning.
How much longer do we have of school? It's a month or so, less than a month?
They usually get out around the second or third week of May, I believe.
Yep.
But you know, now they start back in June, so it doesn't.
That's true.
It's not like they're out anytime.
Your 1 week vacation.
Yeah.
Heard at Disneyland.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember when we had 3 months.
It was always the day after Labor Day.
That's right.
You can't wear white after
And sometimes
that.
I would take an extra month every now and then, you know, just for personal days. But, you know.
We started on a Tuesday, and it was everybody. Now they start. Half of y'all come on a Thursday, half of y'all come on a Friday, then y'all go home.
And what is really, Julie, you're a mother. What is the purpose of that, of halving it? Is it so they'll get along with one another and warm up to one another? What is it?
I think that I'm speculating, but I think that our school does the half day. You kind of mimic your schedule. You go and have that kind of introductory meeting with your teacher of what's expected of you, what the syllabus is that year, and things like that, and what supplies that you need to make sure you have. And then you come back the next day and you actually start learning and all the.
So the kids that went on day one just got screwed because they were.
But I think, and it's also like a test run for, you know, any changes that need to be made to the car rider line, and I don't know.
Here's a thought. Put
I'm
them
sure
on the
they
yellow
don't do
bus
it for no reason.
There's got
Drop them off on Monday, pick them up on Friday. They'll be oriented when you pick them up. I guarantee you.
You know,
School is just changing.
Why do we spend as much money on buses now?
Because there
You
are,
know,
well, there's those that
And
don't.
I understand that, but the fact is, we're running these buses, and there's half full because everybody wants to take the kids to school.
But you can't. You can't force somebody to ride
That's
a
You
school
right.
bus.
You can't.
But that's why we're having the traffic issues that we are at a lot of
Yeah.
our county schools.
And people
And I mean, I'm
complain
guilty
about
of this too. I'm not pointing a finger because I mean, we carried our daughter to school. I didn't. I rode the bus till I got old enough
I
to
did too, but there.
bribe
I did
somebody
too.
to pick me up and give me a ride. But I mean,
that was only on the days you went to school.
Y'all
That's
want me
right.
to answer this for you?
Go
It
ahead.
boils down to parents feel like their kids are being bullied on a school bus and they would rather take them. I think it has a lot to do with that. And there are cases of it. You know, back when you and I were on the bus, there was no such thing as a camera. Now there is. They can watch live.
Yeah.
that's right.
I mean, I think it's a safety, or just some kids aren't raised the same, and I lack of supervision. But when I rode the school bus, there's a whole government structure in there, and it's
Oh,
the
yeah.
oldest ones ran it.
And it only takes, 4 hours to get home?
That's right. That's right.
Well, we were home. We lived the farthest away from the school, and we were home in 30 minutes.
But there's
There's a lot of it. At least counties that have one county-wide school. I mean, they're liable to be
really
on the
is.
bus an hour and a half.
wow.
I mean, and honestly, I mean, now some of the worst things I can remember about school was riding school bus. I mean, honestly, I despised it.
But like, let's take Clarkdale, for instance, and y'all know this better than me because you're from out that area. If you live, there's a thin line there where you've got to travel from Clarkdale to Enterprise.
They traveled to Meehan all the way over to the Newton County line. Those kids get on the bus, north of Highway 80, and they liable to be on the bus an hour and 15, 20 minutes.
That's a long time.
That's right.
But they had air conditioning now, we didn't.
Well, some of them are. Some of them aren't.
We had a window.
But it really mixes kids of all different ages together, and that's probably the primary issue with it. Or that
Well, our bus driver could pull over and whoop your butt on the side of the road. And
they can't do that anymore.
Yeah, times have changed where you've.
And I agree. I'm a big fan of the bus drivers. They got a one tough job.
Woo.
They're trying to coordinate through this traffic. They shouldn't have to raise your children or teach them to sit down and shut up. They should know that when they get on the bus.
Kids ought to have been raised at home.
That's right. But the bus drivers have they got a rough job.
It's a lot of distractions.
Well, exactly. Yeah. Because, they worried about the mamas and daddies pulling out in front of them on their cell phone, so they're trying to coordinate through traffic and keep all these precious angels safe.
So, salute to the school bus driver.
Yeah, because I wouldn't want to do it.
Yeah, it ain't for me.
Not in this day and time.
I've seen the bus parked down at the new airport we've got downtown Meridian, and boy, that thing takes up some parking spots.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
You got to really know how to back one of those big boys.
You just always go forward.
7:05 as we get this day underway. Me and Gregg were somewhere yesterday, and we had this nice lady stop and say, "Why do y'all pick on that little girl?"
She called her an angel, is what she said.
An angel. No, I've been approached many times, and everybody thinks y'all are really tough on me.
I thought we were.
I mean, I'm just poor innocent, just barely
just an
hanging
innocent
on.
bystander. Y'all just don't know the outtakes that we go through behind the
A
scenes.
lot of bleeps and bloops and blunders, yeah.
She's throwing stuff at us behind us. Y'all just don't see what she does. If you haven't gotten your birthday into us yet, do so by putting it in the comments. And we are starting a new feature here before long where you can text it to us. You could actually do it this morning, but I don't remember the phone number to do that to. Is why we're not doing it.
Well, don't give them the wrong phone number, because somewhere there'll be someone who gets 96 texts.
We're going to have to come up with a new way to pick a winner.
Yeah. We've got that coming up when I remember to bring the phone and also the number to it. So we'll work on that next week as I get my little duckies in a row there. It's a beautiful morning as we get ready for the weekend. There's going to be a lot going on. As Kemper Academy is going to be kicking things off tonight. They'll have a car show tomorrow night. All types of events going on there. I understand, I hadn't gotten an official word from anyone, but I do understand that there is an event in downtown Meridian. I think it's the Threefoot Festival. We hadn't heard from a single person, not nary person in Meridian about it.
Is that the same thing used to be art in the park? I mean, is that what they kind of changed it to?
Art in the park, pig in the park.
Yeah, and they had to move it to downtown.
Yeah.
Because I can remember as a kid, everybody, the park would be full. You go to the Frank Cochran Center.
And if I'm not mistaken, we also used to do, because we used to judge all of that, the Jimmy Rogers talent show, all that kind of worked together at the same time.
It was like kicking off the...
Yeah. So
I know Meridian Council for the Arts does the Threefoot Festival, and I think they have something tonight, but I know they have stuff tomorrow during the day. I don't know. I'm assuming it's going to be, I haven't seen any.
No advertisement on it.
It's been like little to no nothing from whoever's on that. Great time to send out an email and go, look, hey, we're doing this. We'd love to hear from you there.
You can come on the show, but
a little late now.
Might want to wait till next year.
A little late now. But
yeah. But if you pass through downtown Meridian, there is something going on. We do know that much. So y'all.
If you don't see police tape as something good, stop.
If it doesn't say crime scene, it might be a party.
It could be. There you are. Already at 9 minutes after, we'll be right back as we get your day underway with the Scotty Ray Report. Summertime has arrived, and Freeman Tractor on Highway 494 has the exact lawnmower for your need. If you've got a big yard with acres and acres to mow, they have a mower for that. No matter the size yard you have, Freeman Tractor has the lawnmower that fits you and your budget. From 48-inch all the way up to 60, or the X-Mark lawnmower. Plenty of these to choose from. Also, they carry a complete line of LS tractors. Come by for a test drive today. Financing available. Drop in today to Freeman Tractor, Highway 494, see coleslaw or buttermilk. As the seasons change, so do your clothes, and Garrett Sports Center on 8th Street has exactly what you need. Haybo shirts, long and short sleeve, also Hulk shirts, and America's favorite brand, Carhartt. Whether you need work pants or slacks for church, and nothing lasts like a pair of Carhartt overalls. Maybe it's a set of boots that you need. From box to lacrosse, they have the boot for you. And as hunting season rolls in, they have all the camouflage you need and toboggans to boot. Garrett Sports Center, 3505 8th Street, Meridian. Have you been wanting your own building, your own shed? Speak to our friends at Best Sadia Building, 601-728-1954. Now, they can custom build you a home from a barn dominium. Maybe it's a shed that you're needing or a simple place to park your car, a garage, a camp house. Maybe you need a place to park your tractor, your motorcycle, or even that lawnmower. They can custom design whatever it is you need. Quality work, trustworthy, Best Sadia Buildings. Speak with Drew, 601-728-1954.
We're back.
I just got reminded, we were talking about community events, some of the folks that help us out here at the Scotty Ray Report, that, hey, this is on the calendar. We do have it here as we pull up. As you go to Scotty Ray Report, you can click here, and there it is. There's some information. It starts at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning at 5 o'clock.
Oh, so it was on the private calendar.
Yes, sir. Visit the Scotty Ray Report. That's all the information we got on it, but we do know that it is happening there.
Was
What else is on
posted.
that calendar?
Now, we'll go back to that. Let me show you something.
2019 calendar.
Greg, you were talking about, what did you say about my calendar?
I'm impressed it's not paper.
I think my calendar was insulted.
Yeah.
We were talking. You brought up just a moment ago that you had been downtown Meridian the other night for the Threefoot Festival.
Full moon on 5th.
Full moon on 5th.
It was
Now,
awesome.
It was.
Yeah, I
Now,
had a great time.
let me tell you something that you're going to like a whole lot, because these people were here 2-3 years ago. Bud and Boylan's coming, and the entertainment. Let me show
I already
you
got
this.
a ticket. I'm going.
Look at this. These folks
Oh,
are
they
coming
are so
back.
much fun.
I have never seen entertainment quite like this. You're going to love it.
Is that like the Dukes of Daisy going to be with them?
She dresses like it. Now,
They're really good.
they are good, but let's click
They're
on this
very
picture here.
entertaining.
She sometimes dresses as Dolly.
It's like Dolly Parton. Shazam.
There's Willie in the back. But
Look at Fred.
y'all, I'm here to tell you that truly is probably one of the best concerts I've ever watched. They're friendly. They interact with the crowd. Bo cuts up, does his songs, and even Dolly wiggled out there, and she goes sometimes and changes to Daisy. And
Bo needs a haircut.
let's take a look back at old Bo over there.
Look at that. Tell me
Oh,
that.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
That looks like an upside down flower pot.
There you go. Coming to Bud and Boylan, and it will be a lot of fun coming up in May. I think it's the 6th.
4th.
Uh-oh.
No, let me look. I work the front
She's
gate.
got a
Just go on
calendar
the
that works.
5th and
No, it's May the 4th.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That would have make me what?
And this year, it's not at City Hall. It's at Singing Brakeman.
I did not know
Oh,
that.
we're going under the bridge
Yeah.
this time. All right.
I don't know how to turn the page. Let's see if we've already got it listed here.
That's why we're still in 2019. That's my calendar.
Yeah, here it is right there. And Greg, you're right for 2 points there.
Thank you.
Right
That
there.
I'm just getting us a head start on
Bud and
trivia.
Boylan there. So
I've got a ticket. That's going to be good.
it is. If y'all haven't bought one yet, do so, because it could be limited crawfish due to the fact of there's not many.
Right.
They're getting more plentiful. It's easing up some.
I think RW's got 10 tickets to the first 10 people that come see him.
I heard about that.
Yeah. Call him after midnight. He really likes to get called after midnight. First 10
Well,
callers
first 10 after
midnight.
midnight on that day, yeah. Today's Friday, starting.
That's how, he's cooking crawfish. I think he bought 4, not sacks, but 4 crawfish. I think he's got them named. Mo, Larry, Kurt. I don't know.
We had an accident last night, Highway 19 north of Philadelphia. This would be right below County Road 173. As we pull up the map here, as you look at this, now this car, this is the wrong one.
That's your Legos, wasn't it?
Here we go.
Oh,
As we look at this, here's County Road 173. It would be just south of 173. There's a bridge here. The car was off in water, and they had the tow truck driver, and this is one of those things to where they had to wade out to it with the winch cable to get to it to pull it out. Minor injuries, I believe, not so bad there.
Well, thank goodness it was minor injuries.
Yeah. Now, I haven't got confirmation, but I do think we've had a pretty bad accident overnight. I'm waiting for official word before we go into it, but I think we did have something happen over last night that just bad in Neshoba County is what I think. And as soon as I get more information on that, we'll pass that along. And,
Lima dive team could take care of things like that.
well, why didn't y'all just jump right on up at 2:33 a.m.
It
when that
wouldn't be
happened?
the first. It won't be the last. Now, we won't be here this weekend. We'll be training in Alabama, so
And that's good.
don't do nothing.
I have been. Is the word? And y'all help me out here. Is the word inundated? Is that that's a
Yeah.
word, right?
That close to
That's
Innandale?
the word.
It is right there as you go into Kemper County. As you bring that up, there's some folks that are upset in Kemper County. I don't know if you all are up to par on all of this.
Goodness.
Let me pull
What
this
happened?
up. Well, somebody's got a raise. As-
Whoa.
Oh, yeah, I heard.
Yeah, Kemper County pay raise has caused friction as folks at the prison got a little pay bump. Now, what I can't tell you is if everybody got a raise or if it's just certain divisions of the prison, but somebody's getting a raise there. The problem comes with, well, the county employees that do the road crew work hard. They've been told no, nobody's getting a raise. It won't be voted on until October when the fiscal year comes back up. And I got the next question was, well, who voted for this? Who done this? Well, supervisors. And let's just go back and pull this up. And here it is. Here's how it broke down in a 3-2 vote to approve the prison pay raise. We had Lee McDonald and Scott Johnson that voted no. You got to wait till October. Then we had Roy Van Devener, John Wissett, and Chris Cole vote yes on this. It passed, so the money will flow at this point. But that's what we know now.
So here's my thing on that, and we need to stop giving out money because number one, our law enforcement, city police, county sheriff, all that, they need a raise. They are not, period, are not, capital letters, making enough money to do what they do. Number two, when they do pick someone up and take them in, all the way from a robbery all the way to murder, these people are behind bars. They have no couth. They are prisoners. The people who are having to take care of them and deal with them every single day behind closed doors, locked up, they can't go nowhere, they're having to feed them 3 times a day, they need a raise too.
Well, and I agree with the
people,
folks who...
Nobody's going to do that job.
I think the people that got the raise they deserve it.
They do, but people are sitting here complaining.
But it's the other workers that didn't get the pay raise that they've been asking
Well, maybe
for.
there wasn't enough money to go around, and they're going to do it in
October.
Yeah.
These are difficult decisions. You got
Somebody's going
it's
to be
not
mad,
easy.
regardless.
But man, the corrections, those guards, they're grossly underpaid.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And it's, I mean, the
Yes.
shortage in Mississippi is unbelievable. I don't know what Kemper County Jail's specific situation is, but I mean, if you want a job, MDOC is hiring.
Go
And
work.
I mean, but they're underpaid, and so I know that.
This isn't
I'd
a cushy
imagine every
job.
one of those supervisors wanted to give everybody a raise,
I know they do.
and that's
Yeah.
just not possible. And so it's tough
Yeah.
decisions.
But when you're in that situation, you go, "Whoop, hang on, got to be fair about this. Let's
Yeah.
just wait till October." I understand,
But
but
sometimes you got to fix the biggest leak.
Mm-hmm.
You know what
Maybe
I'm
that was
saying?
it.
I mean,
It could be a safety issue. I mean, I'm pretty sure that people in Kemper County want the people to stay inside the jail that are in the jail right
and
now.
who knows? Maybe that's how the inmate escaped. There wasn't enough people. I
And
don't
you
know.
got to pick and choose those people. You need to make sure you've got a good caliber people that's in those positions.
Austin Cunningham says this Meridian does transport
Oh, yes.
their.
Oh, yeah.
So that's where Meridian people arrested by Meridian Police Department would be taken is Kemper County Jail as well.
So that's kind of an update what went on in Kemper County, who, what, when, because I got tons of calls about that. So
It's like the city, they're doing some things with some funds from the Meridian Police Department, and I don't guess they're doing as good of a job getting that information out. They're not taking any money that the Meridian Police Department need to function. They're taking money from positions that were not filled. It was money that's still there. Yes, they still have their operating money, but they're taking it from what was already put aside for these positions and using it in the department elsewhere. They didn't take from one department to put it in another one. And maybe this is it in the middle of a year. You've got to find where you've got a little bit of money that you can pull from without hurting your budget. And that's probably what Kemper County did. We've got this funds over here. We really need to look at our prisoners and our jail situation and fund that, and then we'll come back to the road department.
That may be the case there. I did get a lot of comments about this. We lost a legend yesterday as we go to the Allman brothers.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
Passed away yesterday. He was 80 years old, the Allman brothers. Oh, I was born a rambling man, trying to make a living and doing the best I can. We all know that song. And so many others that the Gregg Allman and all the Allman brothers did there. We'll be right back as we travel along this early Friday morning. I'm going to remember here in a second.
At the Back Porch, we're bringing families back together for fun, food, and all the things you love to enjoy around your home. Every event starts with a great grill, great cookware, and accessories. Add in some locally sourced meat and dairy, along with frozen vegetables and casseroles, and over 500 brands of spices and sauces. Relax in our chairs, swings, day beds, and have fun with our cornhole boards. From coolers to trailers, we have everything you need. When you see the big chair, you've made it to the Back Porch.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
Downtown Meridian is thriving with a fresh look, and now it's getting a new neighbor. Toyota of Meridian is now open under new hometown leadership. We're bringing automotive knowledge and experience home with a focus on improved customer satisfaction and all new pricing. Toyota of Meridian is excited to serve the Queen City and exceed your expectations.
I'm Trinard Rush, and I want to invite you to Toyota Meridian, where hometown pride drives excellence.
And welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray along with Odie. I tried to shove Gregg out into public yesterday with his first instant to go cover a crime.
That's a lot of shoving.
Hey, I stayed back because I learned watching Sesame Street, somebody's got to tell what happened. So I videoed the guy making the videos and kept an eye on the cowboy hat, just in case he went down. I had already written down the number to 911 in case I had to call it.
You didn't want to forget it, did you?
We showed up at the scene, and the parking lot was full of police. As I entered it, I said, "What happened?" And everybody just kind of stood there. I said, "Did a crime happen?" And they just all looked at each other, didn't answer me. So I went around the corner and I started interviewing witnesses, and they said, "Yeah, it did." He come right out the door, and there he went running down the road.
Boogie dad, boogie dad.
Witnesses always tell the truth of what went on. And as we look at this, they would begin fingerprinting here. This door right here. We would have two suspects flee out the door, go around the corner of the building, and then jump into a black car and run off into the evening. Now, what is so odd about this story is, and this is odd, they had a gun and stole tools from Advanced Auto.
Maybe they're going
They didn't ask for any money.
So they
went
weren't no craftsmen, huh?
No, they went straight to the tool with a gun and took a tool and didn't ask for cash. Why do that and go to jail brandishing a firearm for?
That's armed robbery, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Maybe it was
I'd
a
be willing to
scavenger hunt.
bet that they not using these tools for work. I bet you. I'm not one of those.
You don't think they were broke down?
I'm not a palm reader or nothing, but I would be willing to bet that they're not using. If somebody's got some tools for sale today, cheap,
That ain't never
Bargain.
been used.
still got the little ding ding thing on them that goes off when you go out the door.
As a matter of fact, also, if you're looking for another bargain, on the other side of town, we got some more bargains. Shoplifting.
Uh-oh.
As I arrived on the scene, the Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department was parked in the parking lot, and I started getting message after message from the neighborhood of, we've got a problem. Allegedly, these two gentlemen entered the Dollar General on Highway 19, grabbed a buggy, went on back, and found a garbage bag, and then they filled it up. And then they walked out and didn't pay. Here's a scene running across the parking lot next door, and what's this in our hands? Everything that we borrowed.
If it's
It's
hot
Santa Claus. It's Santa Claus.
If it's hot outside and somebody comes inside with this big
Jacket.
sweatshirt with a hood and covering everything, you might want to watch.
I don't get the toboggan. I know I'm hair impaired. It's no secret. I burn up in December and January trying to wear a toboggan.
Right.
How do you wear a toboggan on an 85-degree day?
That's a
You
good
up
question.
to no good.
They would, and apparently, if you happen to see something yesterday afternoon there along where the back porch is, where Dollar General is, you see a car tear out of it. I'm trying to think, that was 3:30, somewhere along in there, maybe a little later. If you saw something suspicious, somebody leaving the scene, call the police and let
Or
them know.
like toting a garbage bag full of stuff.
Right.
They're not putting their that's not garbage day. They were obviously, it was full of trinkets from
But
one of the
they-
local businesses.
They disappeared within about a 3-minute period after exiting the store. No one saw them again. So there had to be a car waiting close by to
The
throw all
getaway
of
car.
their... That's it. Now,
How bad are you when you got to steal from a Dollar General?
good point. And I studied the pictures in between the two suspects. The clothes look a little different because my first reaction, well, it's the same people that went into Advanced Auto and then went here.
Because it was back to back, right?
Yeah, it was
Okay.
back to
Well,
back.
they got tired of what they were working on with the tools, so they went to get some oatmeal pies and some cold drinks.
That may be it. And the clothes they could have changed.
Okay.
I mean, there is a chance that they changed.
Do we think that they?
Do we really think
Do
we got
we
smart
really?
enough?
Okay.
Never mind.
Okay, we have two sets of different
Does my
people here.
toboggan
They
go
dye
with
their
these
hair.
pants? Is that the right hoodie to wear? That's after Labor Day before, like, no, you can't wear that.
Yeah, I don't think they changed.
Well, that's how criminals pick out their attire, what they're going to wear.
You can't wear plaid with a sock.
Does this stocking match my complexion?
That's exactly right.
I get it.
Well, they had shoes on, so it wasn't just.
That was a few
wore
of the
my
things
shoes
that happened yesterday as it got real busy there. Now, keep in mind as temperatures warm up, we always see this. More and more stuff like this is going to happen the warmer it gets. When it's cold, they tend to stay inside, want to be by the heater.
Yeah.
I know you're about to say something.
No, just had never thought about it that way. I really
Okay.
didn't.
And the warmer it gets, the more theft happens, things of that nature. They don't want to get. I don't want to get cold either.
Well, take a darn toboggan off. I'm sorry, that makes my head itch.
Well, it's supposed to be a deterrent where you can't see what they look like.
Yeah.
It just give me the itch. I'm sorry.
Well, which brings up our next subject.
Oh God.
I've had several reports of this, and this guy has done this before. Let's go to the Max, 22nd Avenue, right next to the old Melton Hardware building, which is now Castle, as you go into downtown Meridian. What is it? A bird? A plane? What is this, Greg?
He looked like he was doing that Karate Kid move.
And that's exactly what he's doing.
Did you take this picture or
That-
somebody send it to you?
I'm going to step on some toes.
What's that?
That's for attention. If you want to jump, jump. But I'm sorry, that's for attention.
Well,
I don't think-
wait
I
a minute,
mean-
let's back up. We had two different incidents happen within 20 minutes yesterday. This guy's just walking the rail.
Right.
One bridge over on 18th Avenue, we did have someone yesterday, and police showed up threatening to jump. And a nice lady got out of her car and went up and talked the guy down.
We were coming back from lunch, Amy and I.
You
and
saw
we
that?
happened upon this.
Naturally.
And this lady,
Lunch.
Inpicked.
and this lady stopped, got out. I don't know if she knew him or what, but stopped on this bridge, got out, and he was sitting with his feet over the bridge. And he was, I guess, real close to jumping. And I don't know how long she had been there, but that lady stood right there with him, hugging on him, and talked to him. Before the police got there, she already had him back on this side. So whoever you are, kudos for you for stopping, getting out, and showing this guy a little bit of love that probably saved him. So don't know who you are, but God's blessing you for sure.
That was 18th Avenue. Now, this is a totally different incident. Greg, can you identify this, what we have here? That's a tattoo on his left arm, isn't it?
That's somebody on something really good, probably.
Or really bad.
He has done this 3, 4, 5 times. I mean, one wrong step and it's over.
Yeah, and then he'll probably sue somebody because he bumped his head.
Yeah.
You know, we'll end up picking up the bill for it. You go by and throw rocks at him.
I don't know what makes people want to do this.
Well, you can't be of sound mind in doing that. I don't
No.
think.
You think? All he needs is a toboggan on.
Well, let me just show you what he chose. He chose a hoodie. That is,
Oh.
I thought it was a cape.
It does look like
It's a bird. It's a yeah, okay. I
But
got it now.
it's a hoodie that he's wearing there. And I thought, I don't know what that is
Somebody
to the right,
knows
but I
something.
thought it was feathers. you
I'd
see
have
that
liked to
right
known
there?
he was going to do that. I'd have sprayed that rail with
he's got
WD-40.
Put a little extra.
Yeah, some
balance into it.
Pam cooking spray would have done miracles for that piece of pipe.
It's
Make it
thinning out the
interesting.
gene pool there.
That's right.
Artist.
Here's a thought: get a job.
There you go.
You'd be too busy to do it.
Coming up, we're going back in history. We're going to test Julia.
Right.
Yes.
Testing is on the way. Y'all be ready for this. We got some great things that happened in history today. We'll see how she does. Can Gregg take her today? It was a win last week for Gregg. What was the score?
I think there was 2 points difference.
Well, can I
I got
gotta
to
ask
go.
just to clarify? Can I carry those 2 points over to
No,
this,
absolutely not.
so we don't have a running?
No, absolutely not.
No, we're not having a national
I'm not even
championship
playing. I
here.
quit.
You quit every week.
It's usually at the end of the show.
We'll be right back.
The Preserve at Meridian is the premier senior living community in the Meridian area, offering independent living cottages, assisted living, and maintain their independence and pursue an engaging lifestyle with a robust activities calendar, personalized care programs, wellness activities, restaurant-style dining, and much more. Call or visit us online today at preserveatmeridian.com to schedule your personal tour.
Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs, your local pharmacy and gift shop, thanks you for your continued support. Whether you shop with us in-store, through our app, over the phone, or in our drive-thru, our team will provide the best personalized customer service experience you expect from your local pharmacy. When you call or message us, you are promptly greeted by the Mr. Discount team that's ready to help. When you choose our pharmacy, you're choosing a locally owned pharmacy that cares about you and your community. Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs makes a difference.
H&H Residential of Meridian is your #1 carpet and flooring store. If you've been thinking of a new look for your home or office, call for a free estimate or consultation. H&H can install or you can do it yourself. H&H has all of your design needs from color, style, and texture. If you can dream it, H&H can make it a reality. Come see the large selection of hardwood flooring, laminate, vinyl, and even carpet. H&H Residential of Meridian, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4, 321 Hawkins Crossing Road. Call Rosemary anytime, 601-462-9541.
And welcome back. We want to remind you when it comes time to repairing your car, don't forget about these folks. As good as they come. Chet's Paint and Body, you'll find them there in Center Hill in the Curve. Chet does wonderful work, and well, they treat it like it's their car. Plain and simple.
He's a good guy.
It is.
He's probably perch fishing in this fog.
I don't doubt that one bit. If he's missing, he's fishing.
Somebody said he could catch a perch in a barrel. I don't know.
That's rumor. You need your car fixed? Drop in and visit our friend there. He'll take care of you. Chet's Paint and Body's where all the action is there. We do hope your day is going well. Let's see. As we get underway, let me get this going here. And I didn't do something right. Hang on. Oh, that's why it's not working right.
Keep going.
We're coming. We're getting there.
They're trying. Julia, y'all ain't gonna believe this, is trying to cheat and get answers out of it.
You're putting them on the
She's
screen,
been taking
and
notes.
I can read.
She's been taking notes for an hour this morning.
Oh, has she? I have to go here. I caught her again. All right, as we go back, this would be, as a kid, I think we watched this, what was it, on educational television, Channel 2. Y'all remember that? And they had a little cartoon thing about it. PBS had that. You know, remember the bill that used to be on the desk?
I'm just a bill, a lonely.
Well, they started long before that. Our country was in quite a little shape. Actually, you weren't a country at all. And then one night, some old boys that were British decided they wanted to become America. And a little scuffle started. And I'm not going to ask you what it was because, well, it's simple. The shot heard round the world began in 1775 on this date and would begin the American Revolutionary War. And again, I want to remind everybody that watches us each day, we talk about police, we talk about that flag. This is what it's all about. There are so many people in America today that don't realize what that flag stands for, each thread and the lives that were given so that you can have the freedom to complain or walk a bridge rail. You know, that's your right as an American. It all began today as that little scuffle began. Have y'all ever watched Mel Gibson's The Patriot? Have you watched it?
Yes. It's a very good movie.
Very good movie.
Stout. How do you describe this woman? when we get into her?
Let's see, kind of vain, a early year sex symbol.
It was, and then they done something to her.
She spent time in jail. This is about 100 years ago.
Mae West.
What gave that part away? The sex symbol part.
We didn't even get to.
Shazam! Wow.
I figured Gregg would have gotten that part.
I had the courtesy to let him finish asking the question, unlike some rude students who just butted in with the answer.
So that's 0 and 1.
Yeah,
right?
that's right.
The thing about Mae West of what she'd done there, she's arrested, and she's really a nobody. And they put her in the spotlight. They charged her. Now this is 1927. They charged her $500.
In 1927?
Yeah. She did a play, and they said, you're doing too much sexism in this. And they charged her $500. Well, it propels her into the spotlight.
In New York,
she
of all
becomes
places.
a legend. Why don't you come up and see me sometime, big boy? Wasn't that her big line there?
Yep.
I guess I missed that one.
Oh, you don't remember that from the Westerns where she stands at the top of the staircase and she's got a pistol and she... Odie, what are we going to do?
We're going to try and teach them.
Okay. Bewitched, as we go back to that, one of the all-time favorite there, she twinkled her nose, but there were 2 Darrens.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, Larry Hagman was one of them, wasn't he?
No, Larry
that's Jeannie.
Hagman was
Jeannie. I dreamed
Yeah.
of Jeannie. Okay.
This would be the second
one-
Darren that came along.
Darren.
And I didn't care for the second Darren. Like, I liked
Durwood,
the first one.
Durwood, yeah.
As we go back
Yeah.
to remember this guy. Remember him, Dick Sargent? He played the second one. He just didn't have that charisma like the other one did.
Yeah.
He didn't have the ears.
He didn't match like the original did.
Boy, that one
I got
flopped
nothing.
across the
Yeah,
table.
no, I lost it there.
They just
Sorry.
didn't care for that at all there.
That station.
We didn't like it.
Now,
Next.
this one would have a Mississippi. She was probably she was born in 1933. Sex symbol is not even the word for this lady. She just oozed it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is kind of like
This is-
the president. What was her name?
Oh,
it was not Marilyn Monroe, but
It was before
kinda like that. Maybe that's where Marilyn Monroe
These are
got it
not
from.
good.
Yeah, these clues suck. I'm
Well,
sorry.
she would leave a Mississippi town headed to New Orleans, and she wouldn't make it. She would actually pass away in the state of Mississippi. She was down in Biloxi. She was headed to New Orleans, and it didn't work out. We'll just go ahead and give this one. We're gonna get 0 here. Jane Mansfield was
So I don't
born
even
on
know
this
who
day.
that is.
Oh, you need to do some research.
I know.
Jane Mansfield was like
believe
the symbol of the time.
He
But
doesn't
she
know
was-
who it is either.
Really, she was up
Could we
front.
get on country music or something that I know?
Next category, please.
Really, y'all don't know who James Mansfield is?
No.
No.
Y'all, somebody tell them something. That she was major
They
in
don't-
America.
Nobody's saying anything.
Yeah.
This next girl would play one of Andy's girlfriends.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting on the right
The
subject.
blonde one or the black-headed one?
Black-headed, as we might go.
Oh, ran the drugstore?
Yes, she did.
Ellie, yeah.
Her name was what?
Ellie Walker on the TV
What's
show.
her real name?
Ellie Donahue.
There we go. Her name was Mary Donahue. She was born in 1937.
But she wasn't the prettiest one. The
No,
blonde-headed nurse is the one that was beautiful now.
She sure was. But Ellie had the hometown, and she wasn't really on there, but about 3 or 4 episodes.
Well,
and then
she kept the old lady's sugar pills, wouldn't let her have her sugar pills.
she thought she was having the big one.
Mean woman's what she told her.
For the record, that was my point, right?
Yeah, you can have
Okay,
that one
thank
too.
you.
This is a giveaway Friday.
I know, I earned that one.
I've coated you the last 2 months, so today you can.
I'm heavy.
Okay.
This next guy's never been one of my favorite actors. He always seemed drunk wherever he showed up to, and he was. Is the word
He was always playing. He was real rich on his TV show.
always, and
name was-
I wouldn't say he was very manly. I never saw him as Mr. Masculine.
No, and Liza Minnelli was his co-host.
You
we'll
lost me
say.
on that one. I don't know. I've only seen him in one thing, and he's just been like drunk looking the rest of them. We have
I
no
don't know.
takers.
It goes by
Dudley Moore.
Dudley Moore, yeah.
1937, Dudley was born. How do you describe that man, other than he's been drinking?
I don't. It looks like he's got a bad hairpiece, too.
I have to agree for
Shirley's
Tim.
got
sound
it. Arthur.
jealous.
Yep.
Arthur, that was really
that
the
was
only
his
thing I
character, yeah.
ever knew him in. And I didn't even watch that. I watched 10 seconds of it, and I thought, I don't want to see this.
Yeah, it
And
just wasn't.
I rolled on. 1946, this guy would be in several different ones, but it would be...
Now, this is something that probably Julia has watched.
Yes.
Because he's been in a
I
lot
don't
of
watch
shows that she grew up
movies.
with.
Let's get to music.
This one,
You've got to get some sort of.
he would work in a hotel, and someone would be lost trying to find their parents, and he would, well...
Home Alone.
All right, yeah, who was?
Macaulay Culkin or whatever.
Well, but who's the guy that worked behind the counter?
You remember when he...
Tim Curry.
She's over here Googling. She is. She's a Googling.
It is Tim Curry. He was in Rocky Mountain, but the part that he played in Home Alone, where he goes in to drop it, and he played
Gives him that gum.
Yeah.
For a tip.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty good there. As we go to music,
Thank you.
Now this is when I'll tap out.
Yeah.
June Carter Cash would co-write this with a guy named Merle Kilgore.
Yes.
Johnny Cash would have a dream and go, it came to me overnight. He heard it in his sleep. He swears that's how it all came about.
I fell in.
Burning Ring of Fire.
There you go. And they say that without a doubt, Johnny Cash had that dream and he heard the horns. And that had not really been done in country music before then. And it starts out with the horns there, and well, the rest is history, so to speak there, Gregg.
All right.
We're on
One
your
for
right
me.
subject.
Yeah. Knock the dust off my side of the paper. That's one for me.
One of my all-time favorites is a guy, what's his name? Tommy Lee Jones.
She is a very beautiful woman, but her political stance.
It is she's kind of far off
Tommy
us,
Lee
but
Jones.
who's that now?
Did you say Tommy Lee Jones?
Tommy Lee
She
Jones.
they played in a movie together. She's got sisters.
Ashley Judd.
Greg, are you playing?
Wow.
I don't know who that is.
You ever heard of the movie Double Jeopardy?
No.
That's a
can't-
good movie.
Yeah, if you can't
I
be...
don't watch movies.
Okay.
I'm glad they ain't a thunderstorm because
I made that very clear. I don't. I just other than
Are
Smoking the
westerns
Bandit.
not movies?
We don't
Okay.
watch it.
Smoking the Bandit's the only movie they ever made.
Y'all get a chance, watch that one. That is really an intense show all the
Yes,
way. Have
it
you
is.
watched it, Julia?
What is it?
Double Jeopardy.
If she has to ask what it is, she ain't
Okay.
watched it.
I don't think. I don't know.
She kills her husband.
No, she's accused.
Yeah. She's in jail for killing her husband. But he ain't dead. And
He
she
might
gets out.
have set it up to make it look like...
Yeah. Oh, look at y'all.
Are y'all just stuck on us now?
Yep.
For the moment, we'll get that fixed here in just a moment.
Yeah.
Y'all put your good face on.
Well, we charge by the minute.
Oh, we're going to our Oompa Loompa cam.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do that.
Y'all broke another camera. That's what you get when you stack the deck against me and give her all the questions about movies.
Let's see what... Oh, this is going to be bad, Odie.
Yeah, because it can't be looking at me like that
You
much.
can't. Yeah.
Woo.
That's the wrong...
Look,
yeah.
they could turn that.
Huh. I got a camera here. Oh, it's this button. There's Odie.
Hey!
Okay, we'll be right back as we work that out there and try to figure that out. All right, let's move on to our next subject as we go back over to take a look at Gregg. I think it's going to be better since we got a camera down.
Preach on.
Preach on. Let's go to 1969. It would be named after a town. It would be one of his first number ones, and he'd have a TV show in a little while.
Y'all,
Texas.
Greg ought to know this.
He hung out with Tanya Tucker for a little while. They fought a little bit.
Huge city. Starts with a G. We'll give you a hint.
Galveston, oh Galveston.
There you go.
Glenn Campbell.
What's the score? Anybody keeping up with that anymore?
Oh, yeah, she's right. She got it in big letters. Even I can see them.
What's the score,
I'm
Julie?
currently showing a 5-2.
Yeah.
5-2 there.
good
Okay. Yeah, she's up to it there. This guy would be sentenced today. It would be one of the worst murders that we've ever seen in the United States, where he actually
Manson?
didn't do it, but he had somebody else.
Do what?
Manson?
Well,
Wow,
that's-
Charles
that was
Manson
easy.
sentenced today in 71.
I don't like stuff like that. I'm against murder, see. I don't care for violence.
I am too.
That did happen today in 71. He was sentenced to life in
Oh, I
prison.
almost forgot
And
to
for
mark
once,
that one down.
Yeah, it would be
he really
six.
didn't get out.
5 plus 1 is 6.
Thank you.
If you just
You don't
needed
get a
to know.
point for that.
Greg's not going to know this, so this is
Imagine
just
that.
totally unfair as we go to our next question here.
Well,
This whole show has been unfair today.
She
She threatens to quit, and y'all soften up the questions and throw it over to the movies.
All I look for is the unfair
That's right.
advantage.
That's exactly right.
1980, this girl would, she'd have, I don't know the rest of her songs. I only know one by her, and this is the one that I know.
And this is good. It's Will
you hold up your hand? Yeah.
yeah, Blondie sings it.
Call me.
Whatever.
What's the score, Julia?
7-2.
7-2. She is just really tearing this up.
Yeah,
Let's go back.
it's all about stuff I just have no clue
And
about.
there's Odie, a lower look at Odie there as we go back there with camera down. Huh.
We're still here.
I remember seeing these guys as they made a special appearance on Married with Children. They would be waiting at the shoe store for them to come sing. They hung out, let's see, in the Navy.
Yeah, they made
the Village People?
That would it. They made the cover. What was it that Dr. Hook wanted to be on?
Cover of the Rolling Stone.
There you are. They did make it today. The Village People. They're a little strange.
Probably best known for wasn't it YMCA?
YMCA.
Julie, did you ever dance to that?
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Had a little
ask
trouble spelling it, but she's all right.
According to the score.
We're on movies today.
Okay.
Here's another movie thing that I don't even know how to tease her. We're just going to have to give this one because there's no way. She was born in 1979. They made a movie with her last name. What's his name? Flew the airplane, had to land in the...
Howard
Amelia
Hughes.
Earhart.
No.
Starts with an H.
You remember it was, what's his face? Tom, that was in Wilson, hit the ball. What's his name?
Hanks.
Tom Hanks. He was an airplane pilot.
Yeah, for
And he had
FedEx.
Express or something.
yeah, and he takes off and he has to
soccer ball.
land it in the what?
Ocean.
Pacific, the ocean.
No, it was
Oceans
in
of
a
It was a
city.
river. It was a river.
Bear almost hit the bridge and all. Yeah, I remember
Starts
that.
with an H.
Oh,
Sully, that was it.
Yeah.
And they landed it.
The Hudson.
Right. That's the best I can do to give you.
Okay.
Kate Hudson has a birthday.
Man, that was a long.
yeah.
That was a long.
That was
thing.
almost painful.
Yeah.
It was.
It hurt me.
I should have just give it to y'all.
I know.
All right. As we go back, this is one of your childhood heroes here. He would hang out with Captain Kangaroo.
Mr. Green Jeans?
There you go. He passed away today back in 1987. Everybody remember him?
Oh, yeah.
Julia?
Watched him every day.
Julia. I think he was directing that at you. Do you remember Mr. Green Jeans?
I do not.
Mr. Green Jeans was like had it going on up there
You
with Captain
probably
Kangaroo.
don't know Mr. Moose either then.
I don't.
There's Mr. Moose right there.
Yeah.
Do you know the captain? He raised America.
Captain Kangaroo.
Ooh, Lord have mercy, that was good.
Yes, so.
This would be the. There was a TV show that came out called Soap. It
Yeah, I
made it
didn't
about
like
a year, but it would have a spinoff of another show that was huge. It would involve working at the governor's mansion. And he always,
Benson.
There you go. As Gregg takes the win there, it came to an end today in 1986.
I know.
The woman that played that part right there,
Which one?
the Swedish, wasn't she Swedish or something like that?
Talking about
The housekeeper that was
Grouchy?
Yes, grouchy is a good word for that.
Yes.
Yeah, that was the way it ended there.
Kate Hudson is Goldie Hawn's daughter.
That is.
I didn't know that.
I didn't either.
I would.
You ain't getting a point for that. That wasn't a question.
I just said I knew it.
What's
You
our
are
score over
cranky.
there?
Oh, she's over.
We're 8-5.
It looks like we're playing tic-tac-toe. She keeps scribbling over here.
As we go back to, we've brought up this show. It involved a cast around airplanes. It was a regular TV show that premiered today back in 1990. And she walks away with the win.
We discussed it last week.
I don't remember what I had for breakfast this
that's on
morning,
you,
much
sir.
less last week.
You got to come prepared.
I think I have been set up this week.
It could be. This guy would change his name to a symbol at some point. He would pass away from drug abuse.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
Prince?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
what song did he do? I just want your...
No.
I just meant Purple Rain.
And it had a little ding. It would be Kiss.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
It was number one today back in '86. He wore purple.
I still get
They
that.
bound to play that at prom or something you went to, Gregg.
He didn't go to prom.
I went to 3 one year, thank you.
That's impressive.
You were popular. All those girls wanted you to take.
I have lots of questions.
Lots of questions. 1993. This would be part of the greatest thing that George Strait ever done, being a movie. One of the
Pure
cuts.
Country?
Pure Country, the movie. One of the songs that went number one from that, was it That Night You Came Home Late? Does that line hit a bell with you?
I've got that what you come home half drunk for.
Because I run out of
when did you
money.
Stop loving me. Released April of '93, if y'all remember that
That was
song.
nobody.
You remember that he was sitting on the porch and they played that? Okay.
I like that movie too now.
Yeah, good one
I
there.
thought you didn't watch movies.
I did not. That's probably the last one I went to see.
Okay.
It was at College Park.
I did too.
Yep.
That's when Angie went.
Well,
Okay.
1995, we would have one of the tragedies that would lead up to worse things in America. One of the first times we would see this to a federal building would happen today in '95.
Oklahoma City bombing when they put the fertilizer
That's
and
it.
all in the basement.
1995 is when that happened there.
Are we
And that's a
calling that
tie.
Yeah, you can have.
No, I don't want your
I
pity
want
points.
you to
I want
take
you to
that
have
one.
it. I want
It's
you
your-
to have it.
Y'all share that one. We
This
still
is
use
Julia
that
Friday.
in
You
training.
take it.
Odie, tell me how to describe this next guy. Because I don't remember I remember him being in MASH, but his part was not popular.
No, he was the doctor of MASH. He wasn't anything. He was one
Not
of
a
them.
regular.
He wasn't a regular. Had a
Sydney, the
mustache.
psychologist.
Had the real curly.
Sydney, the
frizzy hair.
psychologist.
Well, what's
Was that right?
yeah.
Yeah. So we got to give Gregg the win on that because this is a toughie there.
Hey, that's a 2 point. Oh, and that double.
That's it.
That's a 2 point.
How is it two?
I don't know. It just sounded good when you give me 2 points.
Absolutely not.
I think that was a 3 point shot.
He passed away in 2013, and I could barely remember his part
He
in that.
was in 3 or 4 different episodes. Now he was when one of them would start to go off the rail, they would call him in to talk to him.
Yeah.
He was a little bitty guy, if I remember right.
He was real skinny.
Yeah.
We go back to 2014. This guy, his first song was a major hit, but it would be taken from the rap world, a pop song, and then made a country song.
Make me throw up.
Bald headed, kind of like y'all. You've got something in common.
And he would, in the end, pass away from cancer. One of the first times we saw this in country music. He had a couple songs hit, but this one would be the big one there. Nobody Knows But Me. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Kevin Sharp passed away on this date back in 2014, if y'all remember him. It was cancer that got him in the end. But that was a rap song or R&B song. Nobody Knows. It was.
Nobody got that one.
I thought it, but I wanted you to get
Okay.
it.
After 298 complaints, Fox News finally decided they had to part with this fellow one night because, well, he'd been
Bill
friendly.
O'Reilly.
Who's that?
Bill O'Reilly.
She's been waiting to get Bill O'Reilly for the longest.
Well, she slipped in here before you got here and looked at all the questions. Is what happened. We done discussed that.
They fired him today. And that was a shock. Now, I have to give credit where credit is due. Bill O'Reilly is good at doing news. But have you ever watched his outtakes of the way he treats his employees?
They say he's got an attitude.
Oh, I'm telling you, after you watch some of that, you will not like him. He mistreats everybody equally. Rude, crude, and I don't have anything for that. Back in I think this was 1986, 84, Chevrolet would come out with a truck. And Gregg, for the life of me, me and Odie been sitting here staring, trying to see what kind of tires are on this truck because it's important that we know what 86, 84 Chevrolet trucks had on them. We're going to let Gregg go for the win if he can identify this.
Ooh.
No, that's not it.
And actually, that's a GMC.
As we go back for Heather Thomas.
Shazam.
No, he drove a motorhome.
Man.
I guess there's no Daisy
That's a
Duke
pretty
history
truck.
today.
No, not
That was
today.
our Daisy today. As we go back to remember the Fall Guy. Something important had to have happened on that show.
Y'all are just
Not really.
nothing. What was the lesson here?
The tires.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you need to see that again? There you are.
I think
We
it's-
want to see if those are
I
Mickey
think that's
Thompsons.
road huggers.
Yeah, that's what they were. What a day it was. That's a quick look at this day in history as our special guest join us. Who won the game today?
I think it was a tie.
You got smoked.
I did, but it's about time.
It was.
Now, for Gregg's benefit, it did lean toward movies today.
Well, when you come in and you read the questions, and she still let me, I still got 5 of them right. So, I mean, come on now.
I had to let you win some.
I know,
They wouldn't
I
have
know,
believed it.
I know.
We'll be right back as we get your day underway. Your next appliance is waiting on you at All Temp Appliance and Refrigeration on Highway 19 North. If you've been trying to locate a freezer, drop by and see their big selection of upright and chest freezers. A showroom full of stoves, gas, and electric. Maybe it's a new refrigerator from large double doors to the simplest of refrigerators. Name brand washers and dryers like Speed Queen, Amana, and delivery is available. With a great service department to back up what they sell. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 p.m. and by appointment after hours and weekends.
Fantasy Cottage Floral and Gifts is located in downtown Quitman, directly across the street from the post office. They are your one-stop shop for all of your floral and gift-giving needs. They have everything you need to make those you care about feel special, from a fully stocked gift shop to roses, mixed flower arrangements, and plants. Whether it be a special occasion or just because, remember them in your time of need for all of your funeral floral arrangements. Call on Fantasy Cottage Floral and Gifts at 601-776-3010.
Summertime has arrived, and Freeman Tractor on Highway 494 has the exact lawnmower for your need. If you've got a big yard with acres and acres to mow, they have a mower for that. No matter the size yard you have, Freeman Tractor has the lawnmower that fits you and your budget. From 48-inch all the way up to 60, or the X-Mark lawnmower. Plenty of these to choose from. Also, they carry a complete line of LS tractors. Come by for a test drive today. Financing available. Drop in today to Freeman Tractor, Highway 494, see coleslaw or buttermilk. All right, and welcome back, your friend Scotty Ray along with Odie, as we still hit the wrong one. Let me hit this, but there we are.
Did y'all buy a blimp or something? Because I look like one of those overhead.
It is. It's right above your head.
Okay.
Let's hit this. And hand me that remote over there, Odie. Let me just show you.
This one?
We're going to move this around eventually and have it to where it actually works right. Let me go back to this one.
Hang on to your chair, Julia. They hitting buttons.
Yeah, here it is.
That'll be
This
the
one here.
eject button.
You can take this and scan,
Why are we doing that?
and we can see what Julia looks like from an upside down.
See if she's got shoes on.
I do have shoes.
But that's our automatic camera that we do have there.
So can we go back and look at footage like from an hour ago, hour and a half
Yes, we
ago?
can do that.
Because she was reading the questions before we started trivia.
Everything's taped in here.
Okay.
Always know that.
Well, when I
That's concerning.
yeah,
Kind of like being out in the woods. You know, you never know where those field
that's
cameras.
exactly right.
Y'all remember that when emergencies happen.
Yeah, you got to pee. You better watch out.
Get in trouble there. We have a something that has been stolen as we move across to Linden, Alabama. We want everybody to keep alert today if you happen to see this.
You were going to say something.
This has been taken as a four-wheeler. This is a 2024 Honda Foreman. You can contact the Linden Police Department at 334-295-8697. If someone is offering you a great deal and it looks kind of like this, it's hot.
Yep.
Let's,
Snorkely things on it.
Yeah, that's a snorkeling thing. That's right.
yeah, it sure is there. I actually have
pretty.
speakers.
Is it?
Yeah, that's speakers up there instead
Yep.
of a snorkely thing.
You know,
have your boom, 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 a little Conway.
You make my speakers
Conway.
go boom, boom.
That's it. So that might be out there. You might want to check that out. So that's what we have stolen. That
Somebody comes up and they've got a four-wheeler and they've got a deal that's too good to be true. Number one, make that deal during the day. Call the sheriff's department or the police department and say, hey, you've got this. It doesn't. You just want to make sure, give them a VIN number, and they can find out if that dude's been stolen or not.
breaking news as we go to Clark County. We've got a home that is engulfed there in the 2300 block of Highway 511, just east of Quitman. Our friends at Clark County Hot Topics have just posted this, and this is there's nothing left.
Wow.
Terrible.
Our thoughts and prayers are with those people. I mean, that's so sad.
I'm at a loss for words on things like that when that happens. Awful situation to lose everything that you've got. So friends and neighbors that are in that neighborhood, y'all get together and help out.
Love on these people. Yeah, they need some help.
Last night we did have some storms coming through after I left Squealers after the weigh-in, and I got back. I was watching storms behind the scenes, This comes in from Duffy. Y'all look at this.
Oh, wow.
Lightning in the sky.
Yeah.
That was Allman Brothers song, wasn't it? And there's gold in them there hills or something.
Something like that.
Something.
I knew it was going to rain. I washed my truck yesterday.
It
and
does
I took
happen.
the top off my Jeep. So,
There you go.
know, and
Ready.
it's rained ever since then. You might well start gathering up two of everything.
That's right. As we keep saluting those that work behind the scenes of everything in 911, we go out to the Mississippi Highway Patrol and do a thank you here from Troop H. Behind that, that's who helps with telecommunications right there. We do appreciate that.
And my hat's off to those people. For those that don't know, all my life, for 30-something years, I've dealt with one dispatch or another. But I had never been in that position or had never watched what they do. And I used to be one of the first ones to fuss about a dispatcher.
Yeah.
Till I spent a little time in dispatch. And I promise you, I don't know what they make, but they're worth 5 times what they're being paid. Your dispatcher is your lifeline, and those people are overwhelmed, phones ringing, I'm telling you.
They deserve everything they make.
Our dispatchers are awesome. Oh, wow, there's that truck again.
Julia, you said something to Julia, and it caught her off. Nobody got to hear that a minute ago as we were describing what a great-looking truck that was.
The tires.
The tires.
Yeah. Julia swears she's never heard it before.
Oh, about that woman, how pretty as a speckled pup under a pupwood truck. Bless
her heart.
That's how pretty the tires were.
No, yeah. Oh, it had tires on it.
Let's take a minute to talk about our friends over at Snowden. They do a lot there when it comes to buying a home. We want you to talk to them first. Amanda and her team are there behind the scenes, do anything that you need. Show you a home on weekends. You can get that set up for an appointment on Saturdays. Now, they're officially closed on Sunday. They're not going to do that, but you can put up an appointment. They'll be there through 5 o'clock this afternoon. Whatever you're looking for, they've got it for you there at Snowden. 453-3937. Process the paperwork, find exactly what you need to do, and take care of all those inspections. You know, when the nitty-gritty gets down, you're 2 weeks away. They know what to do.
Hey, they'll sell your house, too.
That's
Not
right.
only find you one, they'll get rid of the one you got.
Don't find that every day.
No, you don't.
Snowden and Company. Talk to them again. That number to call right there, 453-3937. Great folks that will look after you. We appreciate them a whole lot. Let's take a look and see what Odie and I look like on camera now. Oh, that's better.
That's the Oompa Loompa camera.
Yeah. It's our backup of our backup.
Like a 6.
Looks like Einstein, don't he?
They didn't go on to messing with you.
Yeah, well, they always talk about my hair. Y'all don't want this hair. You can't do nothing with it. Just brush it back.
I'd wear a toboggan.
This is the exception.
We've wanted to bring up this.
At least I got hair.
Downtown DeKalb tomorrow is that first annual Ram Jam Car Show will take place there in DeKalb. And don't forget, we're going to be having out at, let me see if I can find that.
You can go over and look at some more tires.
What you got?
The Meridian Parks and Recreation tomorrow is going to be having their annual fishing rodeo, and I have not been able to get that pulled up. I thought I had it. But
Man, that's a big event.
QV Sykes, isn't it usually there?
Yeah, a bunch of people come out for that, and they dump a bunch of fish in there, and
it's a big deal. And here it is this is what's going to be
Prizes.
happening there. Beginning at 9 o'clock tomorrow, bring your own bait and your fishing pole, and you can go into it. I think they have a lot of prizes they give. 750 pounds of catfish.
Dumped off in there. Bring your own bait and your own pole. And
Age
go do some
5 to
fishing.
17.
Good deal.
Some of the events that are happening.
300 or 400 6-year-olds fishing.
You better watch out, 'cause somebody's getting hooked.
Out also
you're not volunteering out there.
No.
We want to bring this up. Camp Marydale, that's a big deal. Helps out kids there. They're going to be having an unveiling on Saturday, as we'll see here, right around 1 p.m. out there. It's going to be the barn in the unveiling of our new location there.
They got any cookies?
I bet you they do. Boy, them cookies, you can't beat them, can you?
Is it
Good.
even, is it open? Or is this a reopening?
This is, they're going to do something tomorrow.
Well, it's not Girl
I don't-
Scouts. We
no,
don't
it's
have
not
Girl
Girl
Scouts.
I grew
no
up
more.
out there, and I spent a lot of time at Camp Marydale.
Yeah, well,
We spent a lot of time raiding Camp Marydale.
Here you go.
I like cookies.
There it is right there. Show up at 1 o'clock. I can't tell you much more about that. Yeah, they want you to come out for the grand unveiling. Soldiers Freedom Outdoors, Camp Marydale, healing the hidden wounds of war.
I just got a message. Give a shout out to Miss Dwight Watts. Watches us every day, watches y'all every day, and loves Fridays. And
did you just throw that part in there?
Glad you're watching. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, we do appreciate it.
And everybody that watches us every day, thank y'all so much. We appreciate it.
Anybody ever heard of Beulah, Mississippi?
You're on here.
No, I think it's because
she adds to it, doesn't she?
It's because of Gregg.
There's a Beulah and a Beulah Hubbard.
Because I can count.
Yeah.
They're counting. Beulah, Mississippi, do y'all know where that is?
I know where Beulah Hubbard is.
That's a different town. This is called Beulah.
Okay.
And we talked about something like that before.
You got more digits to count.
We got the mayor of the town who has pled guilty to embezzlement there in Beulah.
Shad the man, get him.
Shad the man is all over it there.
I'm gonna tell you what, you can think about it, but don't do it.
Shad will find you on it.
You got that right.
You're thinking of getting a Snicker on that credit card?
That's exactly right.
And he would prosecute you for that $1.78 Snicker
He would
bar.
prosecute his mama.
That's exactly.
That's the truth.
Well,
he doesn't turn an eye to nothing, does he?
No.
God bless his wife. Can y'all imagine what she goes through? Y'all ever thought about that?
Ooh,
I bet he goes through that bill at Walmart.
I bet that checkbook is to the penny.
You know
what
it is.
I mean?
You know it is.
Oh, have mercy. We need to do some birthdays, Odie. We hadn't got caught up on birthdays in the last little bit.
I guess we could. We got us a list going. We got Gage Winfield's 13. Kate Burkhall is 17. Arnold and Enzer, 77. Chuck Jones, 87. Harley Ferguson's 14. Hunter Riley, 27. Kathy Moats is having a birthday. Kevin Reed's having a birthday. And Emily Allen is having a birthday. So, man, look at there.
Coming back in just a moment, we'll be giving away a birthday cake, and there's still a few more things to do.
A birthday cup.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, when did y'all start giving away cake?
Start doing, don't be
I'll enter if there's cake.
We brought cake, but Greg ate it.
Odie done tore up the coffee pot. We can't have no cake, too.
Cake, cup, it kind of sounded the same there from our friends at Meridian Hyundai.
And Gracie Kidd's having a birthday tomorrow.
Ooh, good luck there. Rock House Gun and Pound, located at 5430 Highway 19 North, is ready for spring. From weed eaters to push and riding lawnmowers, and one of the largest selections you'll find in chainsaws, along with power tools and generators for backup power. Maybe you're in the market for a TV or maybe a guitar. And not to mention a large selection of diamond rings and Louis Vuitton purses. The Rock House Gun and Pawn even has a private lobby for your pawns for confidentiality. Visit them today, Highway 19 North, Rock House Gun and Pawn.
Spring is finally here, and at Paris Kubota, we currently have just under 500 mowers in stock. Z-Series 42-inch for only $43.99 cash or around $86 a month, and we're offering free delivery and pickup. And did you know for only $4 a month, you can also add a Husqvarna handheld to your deal? Come see us, Meridian. We've moved to our new location, 2401 Jimmy Rogers Parkway. Stop by in and find you one of these great deals.
The Precast Group, offering you the best selection when it comes to a storm shelter. Located on 145 South in Meridian, where they offer above-ground shelters that can be installed in your home as you're built-in, are conveniently located right outside your home if it's already built. They also offer storm shelters that can be installed in a slight bank or on flat ground. Protect your family today with a very affordable storm shelter from the Precast Group. Highway 145 South, 601-482-0003. The Precast Group. And welcome back, your friend Scotty Ray, along with Odie and, of course, all the gang here. I brought this up during commercials to everybody in the room because I was afraid I would mispronounce it. Rio
de Janeiro.
De Janeiro.
Right. That's a tough word for me to say for whatever reason. I can never. And that is where the Redeemer of Christ is, if I'm not mistaken. They have showed that in several movies. I think most of us do. But interesting enough, what happened there this week? What happens when you're wanting cash? And well, the person that you get your cash from dies. What do? Well, you roll them right on into the bank dead in the chair and make it look as though they're signing the check over to you.
Weekend at Bernie's.
Oh, yeah.
It happened. I have video of it, and
you're kidding.
I'm not even going to show it. But
like, I mean, in a wheelchair?
They're deceased.
Okay.
It was an uncle or something, wasn't it? And
yeah.
they carried their dead uncle to the bank.
and put the pen in the dead person's hand to sign the check. It's all on video. They've been arrested. I don't know how many years or what you get for that crime,
Wow.
but that's what you call
Weekend at Bernie's.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
That's
a
exactly
movie I
what it was.
watched.
I've seen it.
I've seen
Now,
it twice.
this is becoming a crime nationwide as we see this,
What?
and it's sicko of people that put cameras on the floors. And let me just word it this way: to look at women's dresses. If y'all seen this, there's a crime for it. What's it called?
Voyeurism?
That's it. That's it. Target is where this happened, and the guy was caught. A woman saw him doing it, and she videos him, catches him red-handed.
Why didn't she go over and kick him in the head instead of
Yeah.
videoing him?
Well, you better be careful what you're looking. You might see something you don't want to.
Might see a Gregg's dress.
You know, I didn't think about that. It could be a Crocodile Dundee moment.
Yeah.
It
Might
could
be a tuck job.
They're calling it the Peeping Tom, as he was 21 years old, arrested for that.
Where was this? Is this the one on the coast?
This is North Carolina, is where it happened.
Somebody
in
did this
Target.
on the coast like last week. It was
Really?
and I feel like it was a Target too, something like that. But it was an issue.
Nationwide, we're looking at possibly Red Lobster filing for Chapter 11. That's in the news this week as we look at a
As
few
long as
things.
We can get some biscuits.
Well, them biscuits, that'd be tough to
Biscuits
live
is
without.
Fine now.
Yeah.
Now, I've never been out of the country. Greg, you recently done it.
Oh yeah.
You've done it, Odie, haven't you?
Going back in October.
Julie, have you ever been out of the country? Mm-hmm. I went as a kid. I was 6 years old, and there was no such thing as a cell phone, so it didn't count back then. But apparently, when you go out of country, you need to call your cell phone service.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a couple didn't do that. They
they racked up a bill, didn't they?
I do not see how that happened.
$143,000. Florida couple, they were stung after a 3-week vacation in Europe.
Okay.
$143,000 bill. Number one,
Whoa.
whatever phone company let them rack
Right.
up $143,000 for 1 month ought to be shut down.
And my Lord, how long did that? I mean, you're on vacation. Why did you go on vacation if all you was going to do is stay on the phone back home?
Yeah.
I mean, they had to talk for a while.
Yeah, you'd have to.
But
there.
now
There's no way.
my phone will beep and tell you, look, you're out of roaming charges will apply, blah, 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 blah.
I wonder what carrier that was.
It doesn't go into who did it. Do y'all remember watching the episode of?
Here we go watching again. It ain't never listened.
Oh, you watched this. Little House on the Prairie. You watched that, didn't
what
you?
now?
Little House on the Prairie.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Do you remember the episode where Laura has the dream and she dreams she's rich with the gold out of the stream, the fool's gold? Do y'all remember that scene?
Kind of, sorta.
Vaguely.
They're saying now that fool's gold could be used for some green energy, that maybe it is worth something.
Now, what's the correct
That word. That
Yeah,
you're talking,
it's fool's gold.
Yeah. Fool's gold. I've never seen it, but they tell me that in a stream it looks just like the real
I
thing.
know
It
a
will
bunch of fools that's bought gold, but
George and Tammy sang about that.
That's right.
Golden ring.
Yeah.
Boy, you really want to talk about a great song in a pawn shop in Toledo.
Well,
It is.
I like that. That was one of my favorites there. Dak Prescott, the woman accused there, she's dropped that sexual assault against him where she was trying to sue him for $100,000.
$100 million.
$100 million. Yeah, it was $100 million.
ooh, another
He
zero.
thought, whew, it's all over. And then she went to the next county and refiled it. I do think
You
it's...
filed it in the county where it happened.
So
If
that's,
that was the crime, you got to do it right there in that county.
I would think
Dak
so.
still stands by
Yeah.
nothing has happened, but the lawsuit is being refiled. We'll see what becomes of that.
That's a shame.
It is.
Iron pyrite, Beverly says. That is fool's gold.
Beverly's all over that.
Okay.
Well, we want to say thank you for everybody joining us this morning. And let's give away that
Yeah,
coffee
we got to do
cup.
that.
Yeah, no cake involved.
No
Clarify
cake
this
involved.
now.
None whatsoever.
That's right, just a cup, and it's a nice cup.
Very nice.
It
Let's
doesn't
see, here
doesn't
we go.
leak or anything.
Dun, dun, dun. Look at that. Number 8, Kevin Reed, winner of today's birthday coffee mug from Hyundai of Meridian. Go by Hyundai of Meridian and pick that up. Big, great building on Highway 39. You can't miss it.
Rhonda may also have a birthday. Rhonda Parker
Oh, wait
says
a
mine
minute.
is on Sunday.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Paul Chatham and Rhonda Parker Sunday.
Yeah, we hope y'all have great big birthdays there. It has been an entertaining morning as we find out that Julia may have cheated as we're going back and rolling
Well,
back.
we got to go back and look at the footage because I think she kind of had a little help here.
Something went on.
Yes.
She was quick, wasn't she?
And I also think that we need to go over how this questions are picked out. It's amazing they were all on movies.
You didn't have any issues last
Very
week.
little about country, real music.
Yeah, what was real weird about today, it was not a lot that happened in country music. It was a weird thing.
Well, what's weird is she knew Mae West before you even got it. I mean,
No, there was some
Well,
good.
you
Go
started
back, we'll go
saying
back.
sex symbol, and it just brought back memories.
Yeah.
Well, no,
already.
he indicated she had been arrested.
well, I feel like we have some
cheating?
what hanging chads or whatever they call it. We've got some issues here, but we got video evidence. We'll
Okay.
go back and check on it.
All right.
We do appreciate everybody joining us. Odie, as always, we're going to turn the camera to you and let you take us out. That's a little blurry.
Well,
there we go.
There we go.
He looks better that way.
He does.
We're just going to have a short verse today, but it really speaks volumes.
Okay.
1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 16. Rejoice always. Always give the glory to God because he's the one that gives us the life that we deserve. Ask him to come into your heart and forgive you of your sins. We'll be back Monday morning, bright and early, to bring you another show. Until then, have a wonderful day.
Julia, you want to say goodbye?
No.
Say goodbye, Julia.
What about
Goodbye,
Gregg?
Julia.
Goodbye.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners.